Okay, so in case you were wondering how to take the combination switch out of a first gen Dakota, so what you got here, this is the little shroud that goes over it. Here, this is the bottom, actually, the bottom part that splits into two. Okay, so it kind of goes in like that in a way. Sorry about the mess. But you'll have 3 screws, here, here, and here. They are all Torx bits, so they kind of look like, well, one of them looks like this, or 2 of them look like this, and one of them in the middle guy looks like this. He's the easiest to get to. It should be a T20. Okay, these I think are also T20s, which I have right here for reference. It should fit, but they're little bastards, and they have these little tiny holes that they go in. I broke these because I didn't have the tools at the time. I did buy the tool eventually, but I was really pissed off, so I just broke it off. But essentially, you can't get any of this stuff, like, you know, this weird, you know, you get the little bits on it, and you try to, you know, you're like, oh, cool, yeah, that won't fit in there whatsoever. So you have to go and buy the screwdriver set, and it would actually fit inside there. Now this would go obviously this way, so, you know, just think of my pissed offness. It was, you know, routed somewhere in this area, maybe probably this way or something, right? So it goes here, under here. You can see how I got pissed off and tried to get it through. It did not work, broke it off, had one piece, but you have these tabs, so it's like whatever. Once you get there, you have these safety Torx, or security Torx bits, whatever you want to call them, I don't care. You have 2 of those. Those come out, and that's also a T20, but it is a T20 safety, which you can actually use. I got these at Harbor Freight for like 25 bucks or something. I got a whole kit of them. A kit it's just like full of bits, but it's got safety stuff all in there. So you get 2 of those. It comes out. It's got this big plug, right? So there's a little cover right here. The plug doesn't have any tabs. So, but if you go in the back here, there's a Torx bit slash, I want to say 10 mil-ish. Could be probably a 9, who knows? But my 10 fit on there, so you unscrew that. It's a long bolt about that big. And you just sort of wiggle it out, it comes out. Swap it out, blah, 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 swap it out. You're good. Put it all back on. And this is what happens whenever your headlights don't work. So you'll have, essentially, you can only use brights, and the brights will turn on. But when you do this, it's just the like daylight running lights, or whatever you want to call it, minus the low beams. So your low beams won't work, but your high beams will. But the high beams won't stay on. It'll just have this. You know, you'll have to hold it and drive it at night. But yeah, I haven't found anything online on how to actually change these, which I understand is kind of self-explanatory, but that's essentially what you do. Also, you got to pull this guy off, which is the little nub, if you still have it, for the adjusting the column. It just pulls right off. It's a gear, or not gear, but it's teethed, whatever the word is for that. Pull him off, and then everything is pretty much fine and dandy. But that's essentially how you do it. Sorry, I'm not doing a tutorial, but I'm just showing you where stuff is. Just for a side note, this you can actually take out. It's threaded inside. I'm not going to take it off, but there's a thread in here. But this is, you can just use like a super baby adjustable and, you know, work yourself to death tightening it if you want, or loosening it, regardless. Or you can get, I don't even know what size that is, but it's pretty dang small. It's probably like an 8 or a 7. No, it's not, probably not an 8, probably like a 7 or a 6. You get a little long socket and probably go ham on it. But anyways, from the forums, from what I heard, is that these go bad a lot. So I think I found the suspect here. So these guys, obviously, are supposed to look like this, right in the middle, the one that's right in the middle. I think this was arcing, and either arcing or, you know, it short-circuited. That's definitely a short circuit. I'm sure one of those is positive and one of those is negative. And you can see the corrosion has ended up making it, I'm assuming, short circuit, which makes this guy pretty bad if my camera would focus. But yeah, so this is an example on a, right here, what mine is right here is a 95. I'm sure that this works for the 80s models too. I'm not too sure what theirs look like, but this is what it looks like on mine. I don't know why it's focusing so bad, but yeah, hopefully this is helpful, because I couldn't find anything on YouTube or whatever. I mean, you can probably look through the forums enough and probably figure it out. I don't know why it's focusing on the ground. Hello, hello, thank you. Okay, but yeah, just for your information, I guess. Excuse the mess, but I just moved in. But when I said I got these from Harbor Freight, or the bits at least. Kit looks like this. It comes in an open box like this. Security bit set, 100 piece, blah blah blah. These guys also come in a thing that looks like that. It's just pre-boxed just like that. Has its own little stand. It's cool and stuff. They are labeled on the top. They are not labeled on the holes, but it's Harbor Freight, so you know, do with that what you will. Little screwdrivers and everything in here. So it also has its own little set of bits, but they're not safety bits. So that's why I got this. But these were on sale for like, you know, I told you before. But anyways, again, excuse the mess. 95 Dodge. Need this stuff. Don't know why we have Torx for everything, but here we are. Thank you for watching.